There's a crisis happening. Nobody wants to talk about it, but it's destroying an entire generation of men. The crisis is simple. Men don't know how to be men anymore. They don't know what masculinity means. They don't know what their purpose is. They don't know how to lead. They don't know how to provide. They don't know how to protect. They don't know how to build. They've been told that everything traditionally masculine is toxic, that strength is aggression, that confidence is arrogance, that ambition is greed, that standards are judgment. So they've become weak, passive, directionless, dependent. They live in their parents' basement at 30. They play video games instead of building businesses. They watch other men succeed instead of succeeding themselves. They consume instead of create. They complain instead of conquer. They're boys in men's bodies, and they're miserable. This isn't their fault entirely. Society has failed them. Their fathers weren't there or didn't teach them. Schools taught them to sit still and follow rules, not to lead and take risks. Culture told them masculinity is bad. Media showed them weak men as role models. They were set up to fail, but it's still their responsibility to fix it. Nobody's coming to make you a man. You have to choose it. You have to build it. You have to become it. And that's what this manual is for. What it means to be a man. Being a man isn't about biology. Plenty of males who aren't men. Being a man is about character, about qualities, about how you operate in the world. It's about taking responsibility, leading, providing, protecting, building, creating value, having standards, being disciplined, being strong, being dependable, being someone who handles their business. A man doesn't make excuses. A man doesn't blame others. A man doesn't wait for permission. A man doesn't need validation. A man doesn't avoid difficulty. A man faces reality. A man does hard things. A man keeps his word. A man stands up for what's right. A man protects those weaker than him. A man builds things that last. A man earns respect through action. This is timeless. This is what masculinity has always been. Across cultures, across history, the specifics change, but the essence remains. Men who take responsibility, who lead, who build, who protect, who provide. This is what civilization was built on. This is what families need. This is what women want. This is what other men respect. Modern culture tried to change this. Try to say masculinity is fluid, that there are no differences between men and women, that traditional roles are oppressive. This is nonsense. Biology is real. Psychology is real. Evolution is real. Men and women are different. They have different strengths, different roles, different purposes. Pretending otherwise creates confusion and misery. Why this manual exists? You need a blueprint, a guide, clear principles for how to be a man in the modern world. Not outdated advice from a different era. Not feminist-approved weakness disguised as evolution. Not toxic masculinity or machismo stupidity. Real masculinity. Balanced. Powerful. Effective. This manual covers everything. Purpose, strength, discipline, leadership, relationships, money, legacy. How to find your mission. How to build your body. How to control your mind. How to lead others. How to attract and keep a quality woman. How to make money. How to leave something behind that matters. Each chapter is direct. No fluff. No political correctness. No apologies. Just truth about what works. Some of this will be uncomfortable. Some will contradict what you've been taught. Good. That programming is why you're stuck. Time to reprogram. Who this is for? This is for men who know something's off, who feel like They're not living up to their potential, who are tired of being weak, who want to be more, who are ready to do the work, who want to become the kind of man people respect, the kind of man who handles his business, the kind of man who leads, the kind of man who wins. This is not for men who want to stay comfortable, who want to blame society for their problems, who think they deserve success without earning it, who want shortcuts, who aren't willing to change. If that's you, close this now. You'll waste your time and mine. But if you're ready to become a man, really become one, this manual will show you how. It won't be easy. Real masculinity requires sacrifice, discipline, delayed gratification, hard work, but it's worth it, because living as a weak man is worse than any difficulty you'll face becoming strong. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Find your purpose or die empty. Most men are drifting. They have no mission, no direction, no reason to get up in the morning besides avoiding pain. They go to jobs they hate. They come home and watch TV. They repeat this until they die. They never build anything, never create anything, never become anything. They die empty. All potential, no results. This is not living. This is existing, and it's killing you. Men need purpose. It's biological. It's psychological. Men are built to have missions, to pursue goals, to build and conquer and achieve. Without purpose, men fall apart. They become depressed, anxious, addicted, angry. Purposelessness destroys men faster than any external enemy. You need to find your purpose, your mission, your reason for existing beyond survival. What are you here to build? What problem are you here to solve? What are you trying to create or achieve or become? This isn't optional. This is survival. Men without purpose die slow deaths. Men with purpose come alive. Purpose isn't found, it's built. Stop waiting for purpose to appear. Stop waiting for calling. Stop waiting for passion. These are fairy tales. Purpose doesn't find you. You build it. You choose something that matters. You commit to it. You work at it until it becomes your purpose. Most men are waiting for lightning bolt moment, divine revelation, sudden certainty about life direction. It doesn't work that way. Purpose emerges through action. You try things. Some resonate. You go deeper. You commit harder. Over time, it becomes your mission. But you have to start. You have to act. Purpose comes from doing, not thinking. Pick something worthwhile. Something bigger than you. Something that uses your strengths. Something that serves others. Something that challenges you. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be your final answer. It just has to be worth pursuing. Then pursue it with everything you have. Maybe it's building a business. Maybe it's mastering a craft. Maybe it's raising excellent children. Maybe it's solving a specific problem. Maybe it's creating art. Maybe it's serving your community. Maybe it's achieving physical excellence. Whatever it is, it needs to matter. To you and to others. Shallow purposes create shallow lives. The mission mindset. Once you have purpose, everything changes. You're no longer drifting. You're on a mission. And men on missions operate differently. They wake up with energy. They know what needs to be done. They don't waste time on distractions. They make decisions quickly. They prioritize ruthlessly. They push through obstacles. They're focused, driven, alive. This is the mission mindset. You're a soldier with an objective. Everything is evaluated through that lens. Does this serve my mission or distract from it? Does this move me forward or hold me back? Does this deserve my time or not? Most things don't. Most things are noise. The mission is signal. Develop this filter. Apply it constantly. Someone wants to hang out, but it doesn't serve your mission? No. Opportunity appears, but it diverts from your mission? No. Temptation arises, but it undermines your mission? No. This seems harsh. It's not. It's focus. And focus is how missions get accomplished. Men without missions say yes to everything. They're available for anyone. They're distracted by everything. They never build anything significant because they never focus long enough. Men with missions are selective. They protect their time. They guard their energy. They focus intensely. And they achieve things others think impossible. The 4 questions. If you don't know your purpose yet, answer these 4 questions honestly. Question 1. What problem do I want to solve? What bothers you about the world? What needs fixing? What gap needs filling? What pain needs relieving? This points toward purpose. Men are built to solve problems. Find a problem worth solving. Question 2. What am I naturally good at? What comes easily to you? What do others ask for your help with? What activities make time disappear? Your strengths indicate direction. Purpose usually involves your natural abilities applied to meaningful problems. Question 3. What would I do if money wasn't an issue? Remove financial constraint. What would you build? Create? Pursue? This reveals what actually matters to you versus what you think you should want. Real purpose energizes you regardless of payment. Question 4. What would I regret not doing? Imagine you're 80. Looking back, what would you regret not attempting? Not building? Not becoming? That regret points to unlived purpose. Do that thing. Your answers won't give you perfect clarity, but they'll give you direction. And direction is enough to start. Start moving. Refine as you go. But move. Purpose emerges from movement, not contemplation. Commitment over comfort. Purpose requires commitment. Long term. Through difficulty. Through doubt. Through obstacles. This is where most men fail. They find purpose. They start pursuing it. It gets hard. They quit. They find new purpose. They start. It gets hard. They quit. They repeat this forever. They never build anything because they never commit through difficulty. Real men commit. They choose their mission. They stay with it. Through pain. Through failure. Through criticism. Through doubt. They don't quit when it gets hard. They push harder. They adapt. They persist. They understand that anything worthwhile requires years of commitment. They accept this. They do it anyway. This separates men from boys. Boys pursue purpose when it's exciting. Men pursue purpose when it's hard. Boys quit when obstacles appear. Men find ways around obstacles. Boys need constant motivation. Men have commitment that transcends feelings. Boys chase every shiny opportunity. Men stay focused on their mission. You'll be tested. Your commitment will be tested. People will question you. Opportunities will tempt you. Difficulties will discourage you. This is normal. This is the filtering process. Men who aren't serious quit. Men who are serious push through. Which are you? The daily rededication. Purpose isn't one decision. It's daily decision. Every morning, you rededicate yourself to your mission. You remember why it matters. You recommit to the work. You choose it again. This daily rededication keeps purpose alive, keeps mission clear, keeps commitment strong. Most men make big declarations about purpose, but don't do daily work. They say, "This is my mission," but don't act like it daily. They have purpose in theory, but not in practice. This doesn't work. Purpose requires daily action, daily prioritization, daily sacrifice, daily choice. Create morning ritual. 5 minutes. State your mission. Why it matters. what you're building, what you'll do today to advance it. This seems simple. It's powerful. This daily rededication keeps you locked in, keeps distractions out, keeps mission central. Legacy starts now. Your purpose becomes your legacy. What you build, what you create, what you leave behind. This is how men are remembered. Not by what they consumed, by what they built. Not by what they said, by what they did. Not by what they intended, by what they accomplished. You're building legacy right now. Every day, every choice, every action. Either you're building something worth remembering or you're building nothing. Either you're creating value or wasting time. Either you're pursuing purpose or drifting. Choose consciously. Men who find purpose and commit to it build legacies. Maybe not famous legacies, but real legacies. Businesses that serve people. Children who are raised well. Communities that are strengthened. Problems that are solved. Value that is created. This is legacy. This is what men are here to do. Find your purpose. Commit to it. Build daily. Create legacy. This is what being a man means. This is how you live fully. This is how you die complete instead of empty. Chapter 2. Build your body. Build your mind. Your body is your foundation. Everything else builds on it. If your body is weak, everything suffers. Your mind, your confidence, your discipline, your energy, your testosterone, your attractiveness, your respect, your capability, everything. Weak men have weak lives. This isn't philosophy. This is biology. Physical weakness creates mental weakness. Low energy, low confidence, low drive. Weak body equals weak character. You can't be a strong man in a weak body. Doesn't work. Never has. Never will. You need to be strong. Actually physically strong. Not just in decent shape. Strong. Lift heavy things. Build muscle. Develop cardiovascular capacity. Have energy. Have physical capability. Be able to protect yourself and others. Be able to work physically if needed. Be formidable. This is masculine baseline. Below this, you're not operating as a man should. Strength is non-negotiable. Modern men are weak. Objectively. Historically. They can't do 10 push-ups. Can't run a mile. Can't lift anything heavy. They're soft. Overweight. Low energy. This is pathetic, and it's destroying them, because physical weakness isn't just physical. It permeates everything. Their psychology, their relationships, their work. Everything suffers. You need strength, in every sense. Physical strength, mental strength, emotional strength, and it starts with physical. Because physical strength builds everything else. When you lift heavy, you build mental toughness. When you push through hard workouts, you build discipline. When you see your body transform, you build confidence. Physical strength is foundation for all other strength. This is why warriors have always trained physically, not just for combat capability, for psychological development. Physical training builds character, teaches you to push through discomfort, to do hard things when you don't want to suffer voluntarily, to be disciplined, to have standards. These lessons transfer to everything else in life. Get in gym. Start lifting. Heavy compound movements. Squat, deadlift, press, pull. Build real strength. Not bodybuilding aesthetics. Strength. The weight you can move. The work you can do. The physical capability you have. This is masculine development. This is foundational. The discipline forge. Physical training is discipline training. Every workout is practice in doing hard things. You don't want to work out. You do it anyway. You want to quit the set. You finish it anyway. You're tired. You show up anyway. This is discipline. And discipline built in gym transfers everywhere. Men who train consistently develop discipline that shows up everywhere. In their work, in their relationships, in their finances, in their character, because they've trained themselves daily to do hard things regardless of feelings, to push through discomfort, to finish what they start, to keep commitments to themselves. This is why physical training is so important, not just for the body, for the mind, for the character, for the discipline. Every hard workout is a victory over your weaker self. Every completed training week is evidence you can commit and follow through. Every physical goal achieved proves you can do difficult things. Most men lack discipline because they never built it. They avoid discomfort. They quit when things get hard. They make excuses. Physical training fixes this. It forces you to be disciplined or fail. No shortcuts. No excuses that work. Either you do the work or you don't get results. This brutal honesty builds real discipline. Testosterone and vitality. Your hormone profile matters. Testosterone specifically. It affects everything. Energy, confidence, ambition, drive, muscle mass, fat loss, libido, mood, cognitive function, leadership, risk tolerance, competition. Everything masculine is tied to testosterone. Modern men have low testosterone because of diet, because of lifestyle, because of lack of physical training, because of excess body fat, because of stress, because of environmental factors. Their testosterone levels are lower than their grandfathers at same age, and it's destroying them. You need to optimize testosterone naturally. This means lift heavy weights regularly, especially compound movements. Sleep 8 hours. Manage stress. Maintain low body fat. Eat enough protein and healthy fats. Get sunlight. Avoid endocrine disruptors. Limit alcohol. Build muscle. These things dramatically impact testosterone. High testosterone men are different. They're more confident, more energetic, more ambitious, more driven, more attractive, more respected. They handle stress better. They compete better. They lead better. They think clearer. They're more masculine in every measurable way. This is biology, and you can influence it through lifestyle. The mental strength connection. Physical training builds mental strength. When you push your body past comfort, you train your mind to push past limits. When you complete brutal workout, you prove to yourself you can do hard things. When you show up tired but train anyway, you build mental toughness. This transfers. Men who are physically tough become mentally tough. Men who quit workouts quit other things. Men who make excuses in gym make excuses everywhere. Men who are disciplined physically become disciplined mentally. The connection is direct. Your physical habits shape your mental patterns. This is why warriors have always emphasized physical training. Spartans, samurai, legionnaires, special forces, not just for combat readiness, for mental development. Physical suffering teaches mental strength. Physical discipline builds mental discipline. Physical victory creates mental confidence. You want to be mentally strong? Build physical strength. You want mental toughness? Do physically tough things. You want discipline? Be disciplined physically. You want confidence? Achieve physical goals. The body and mind aren't separate. They're connected. Build body, build mind. Energy is everything. Physical fitness determines your energy, and energy determines everything else. how hard you can work, how much you can accomplish, how present you are, how effective you are, how much you can handle. Everything depends on energy. And energy comes from physical condition. Unfit men have no energy. They're tired constantly. They need coffee to function. They crash in afternoon. They can't focus. They can't work hard for extended periods. They're operating at fraction of potential because their physical condition is poor, because they have no cardiovascular capacity, because they're carrying excess weight, because they don't train. Fit men have abundant energy. They wake up energized. They work hard all day. They're present with family in evening. They have energy for their mission, for their relationships, for their responsibilities. They can handle more, accomplish more, be more, because they have energy. And energy comes from physical fitness. This is practical. This isn't about looking good shirtless. This is about having energy to accomplish your mission, to be present for people who matter, to work as hard as needed, to handle your responsibilities. Physical fitness creates energy. Energy creates capability. Capability creates results, respect and presence. Physical strength commands respect, always has, always will. This is primal, biological, immediate. Strong men are respected automatically. Weak men have to prove themselves constantly. This is reality, not what should be. What is? When you walk in room as strong man, people notice. They respond differently. They give respect unconsciously. They listen when you speak. They consider your opinions. They don't challenge you casually. This isn't fair. This is biology. Humans are wired to respect physical formidability. You can use this or ignore it, but you can't change it. Women respond to physical strength, not because they're shallow, because it signals genetics, health, ability to protect, masculinity. Physical strength is sexually attractive to women at fundamental level. You can be offended by this, but female biology doesn't care about your offense. It responds to male strength. This is evolution. This is real. Other men respect physical strength. Strong men are given benefit of doubt. Weak men are dismissed. Strong men are listened to. Weak men are interrupted. Strong men are challenged less. Weak men are tested constantly. This is male hierarchy. This is dominance dynamics. This is how men assess each other. Be strong or be disrespected. Taking action now. Join gym. Today. Not next Monday. Today. Start lifting. Get program. Follow it consistently. 3 to 4 days per week minimum. Focus on compound movements. Squat, deadlift, bench press, overhead press, pull-ups, rows. Build strength. Build muscle. Build capacity. Fix your nutrition. Eat enough protein. 1 gram per pound of body weight daily. Eat real food. Vegetables. Meat. Quality carbs. Healthy fats. Stop eating processed garbage. Stop drinking calories. Stop making excuses. Fuel your body properly. This is baseline adult responsibility. Sleep 8 hours. Non-negotiable. Your body builds during sleep. Your hormones balance during sleep. Your mind recovers during sleep. Everything suffers with poor sleep. Make it priority. Create dark room. Cool temperature. Consistent schedule. Eliminate screens before bed. Sleep like your performance depends on it. It does. Walk daily. 10,000 steps minimum. This is baseline activity, not exercise. Movement. Humans are built to move. Sitting all day destroys you. Walk. Move. Be active beyond training. This affects everything. Cardiovascular health. mental health, energy, mood, everything. Track progress, body weight, lifts, measurements. Take photos. Progress motivates. Progress proves it works. Progress builds momentum. Track monthly. See evidence of work paying off. This keeps you committed. This proves you're actually improving. This builds confidence. Your body is your foundation. Build it strong. Build it capable. Build it disciplined. Everything else becomes easier when your physical foundation is solid. This is first step to being a real man. Handle your body. Everything else follows. Chapter 3. Master your mind or it masters you. Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your worst enemy. There's no middle ground. Either you control your thoughts and emotions or they control you. Either you're master of your psychology or you're slave to it. Most men are slaves. They're controlled by their emotions, their impulses, their fears, their doubts, their programming. They think they're in control, but they're not. Their mind is running them, and it's running them into the ground. You need to master your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, your reactions, your focus, your mental state. This is crucial because everything starts in your mind. Your actions come from your thoughts. Your results come from your actions. Your life is determined by your mental state. Control your mind. Control your life. Lose control of your mind. Lose control of everything. This isn't easy. Your mind is complex. It has evolutionary programming designed for survival, not success. It has conditioning from childhood. It has habits built over years. It has default patterns that run automatically. Most of these patterns don't serve you. Most hold you back. You need to reprogram, rebuild, master it. The thought warfare. Your thoughts are constantly attacking you. Doubt, fear, worry, anxiety, negativity, self-criticism, limiting beliefs. These thoughts run constantly in background. Most men don't even notice them. They accept them as truth. They let these thoughts dictate their actions. They're defeated before they start. You're in a war for control of your mind. Every negative thought is an enemy. Every doubt is an attack. Every fear is a threat. Every limiting belief is a prison. You need to fight, actively, consciously, constantly. You need to identify negative thoughts, challenge them, reject them, replace them. This is active work. Most men are passive. They let thoughts happen to them. They don't question them. They don't challenge them. They accept whatever their mind produces. This is surrender. This is defeat. Real men wage war against their own negative thinking. They refuse to accept thoughts that don't serve them. When doubt appears, I can't do this. Challenge it. Can't. Or haven't yet. Haven't tried hard enough. Haven't developed the skills. Can't is permanent. It's usually false. Replace it. I haven't done this yet, but I will learn how. When fear appears, this might fail. Acknowledge it, but don't obey it. Yes, it might fail. So what? Failure isn't death. It's feedback. Feel the fear. Do it anyway. Fear's job is to keep you safe, not make you successful. Success requires risk. Acknowledge fear. Move forward despite it. When negativity appears, nothing ever works out for me. Destroy it immediately. This is victim mentality. This is learned helplessness. This is mental poison. Replace it. I create my outcomes through my actions. Past doesn't determine future. Take responsibility. Take control. Emotional mastery. Emotions are information, not directives. They tell you something, but they don't tell you what to do. Most men are controlled by emotions. They feel angry. They react with anger. They feel fearful. They avoid. They feel sad. They give up. They feel lustful. They indulge. They're emotional puppets. This is weakness. Men must feel emotions without being controlled by them. Feel anger. Don't let it dictate your actions. Feel fear. Don't let it stop you. Feel sadness. Don't let it defeat you. Feel desire. Don't let it control you. You're not your emotions. You're the one experiencing emotions. This distinction is critical. Most men never learned emotional regulation. They were told boys don't cry, but not taught how to process emotions. So they suppress them, or they explode with them. Neither works. Real emotional mastery is feel the emotion, understand the information, choose the action. Emotions inform. You decide. Practice this. When strong emotion arises, pause. Don't react immediately. Feel it fully. Where is it in your body? What triggered it? What is it telling you? What information does it provide? Then decide, what action serves my goals? Not what action feels good. What action serves my mission? Choose that. Do that. This is mastery. This is strength. This is masculine emotional maturity. Not suppression. Not explosion. Conscious processing and deliberate choice. Feel everything. Be controlled by nothing. Focus in age of distraction. Modern world is designed to destroy your focus. Social media, news, email, messages, notifications, entertainment, porn. It's all engineered to fragment your attention, to keep you distracted, to prevent deep work, to stop you from achieving anything significant. Your focus is your most valuable mental asset. Where you direct your attention determines your results. If you can't focus, you can't accomplish anything meaningful. Most men have destroyed their focus. They can't sit with one task for 30 minutes. They need constant stimulation. They're addicted to distraction. Their minds are scattered. Their results are scattered. You need to rebuild focus. Deliberately. This means eliminate distractions. Remove social media from phone. Block websites during work. Turn off notifications. Create environment that supports focus. Your environment either supports focus or destroys it. Design it correctly. Practice deep work. Block time. 3 hours minimum. One task. No interruptions. No phone. No email. No distractions. Just work. Deep. Focused. Intense. This is where real work happens. This is where significant progress is made. This is where mastery is developed. Start small if needed. 20 minutes of focused work. Build to 30. Then 60. Then 90. Then hours. Train your focus like you train your body. Progressive overload. Increasing demands. Building capacity. Most men can't focus for 20 minutes. Build to hours. This alone will make you exceptional. The programming you carry. You're programmed. From childhood. From society. From media. From experiences. Most of this programming is unconscious. Most doesn't serve you. Most holds you back. You need to identify it. Challenge it. Reprogram. What beliefs do you hold about yourself? About what's possible? About what you deserve? About what you're capable of? Most of these beliefs were installed before age 7. Most are limiting. Most are false. But they run your life unless you change them. I'm not good at math. Who told you that? A teacher when you were 9? And you've believed it for 20 years? That's programming. Challenge it. I haven't developed math skills yet. I can learn if I choose to. Rich people are greedy. Where did you learn that? Your parents who were broke. media that demonizes success, and you've let this belief sabotage your financial success. That's programming. Replace it. Wealth is created through value. I can create wealth ethically. I'm not attractive. Based on what? Rejection at 15? Comparison to models? And you've let this belief destroy your confidence? That's programming. Change it. I can develop attractive qualities. Confidence, strength, purpose. These matter more than looks. Identify your limiting beliefs. Write them down. Challenge each one. Where did it come from? Is it actually true? Does it serve you? Replace it with empowering belief. This is reprogramming. This is mental mastery, visualization, and mental rehearsal. Your brain doesn't distinguish between vivid imagination and reality. This is neurological fact. You can use this. Athletes use it. Military uses it. Successful men use it. You should too. Visualize your goals daily. Not vague wishes. Specific, detailed mental rehearsal. See yourself accomplishing the goal. Feel the emotions. Notice the details. Make it vivid. Make it real. Your brain treats this as practice. It builds neural pathways. It prepares you for real execution. Visualize difficult situations, tough conversations, challenging presentations, competitive moments. See yourself handling them well, staying calm, executing effectively, winning. This mental rehearsal reduces anxiety, builds confidence, prepares you mentally. 5 minutes daily, morning or night. Close eyes. Breathe deeply. Visualize your goals and successful execution. Make it detailed. Make it emotional. Make it consistent. This programs your unconscious mind. This builds mental pathways. This creates confidence. This improves actual performance. Discipline over motivation. Motivation is emotion. It comes and goes. Discipline is choice. It's constant. Most men rely on motivation. They only work when they feel like it. This is weakness. This is why they never accomplish anything significant. Because motivation is unreliable. You need discipline. Doing what needs to be done regardless of feelings. Working when you don't feel like it. Training when you're tired. Pushing when you want to quit. Staying focused when you want to distract. This is discipline. This is strength. This is masculine. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. Motivation is nice. Discipline is necessary. Motivation feels good. Discipline builds character. Rely on motivation and you'll quit when it fades. Build discipline and you'll push through anything. How do you build discipline? Through practice. Through doing uncomfortable things repeatedly. Through keeping commitments to yourself. Through following through even when you don't want to. Each act of discipline builds more discipline. Each compromise weakens it. Choose discipline. Every time. Build it strong. Taking action now. Start daily mental practice. Every morning, 10 minutes. Meditate for 5 minutes. Just breathing. Observing thoughts without engaging. This builds mental control. Then visualize for 5 minutes. Your goals. Your successful execution. Your ideal self. This programs your unconscious. Identify your 3 most limiting beliefs. Write them down. Where did they come from? Are they true? Do they serve you? Write replacement beliefs. Empowering beliefs. Repeat new beliefs daily until they become automatic. This is reprogramming. Eliminate one major distraction. Social media, news, TV. Something that fragments your focus. Remove it for 30 days. Notice the difference. Notice increased focus. Notice reduced anxiety. Notice more accomplished. This proves distractions cost. Practice emotional regulation. Next time strong emotion arises, pause. Don't react. Feel it. Identify it. Understand it. Then choose response. Not reaction. Response. Deliberate. Conscious. This is mastery. Practice until automatic. Build focus capacity. Tomorrow, do 1 hour of deep work. One task. No distractions. Just focus. Notice how hard it is. That's current capacity. Do it daily. Increase duration weekly. Build to 3 hours continuous focus. This will transform your capabilities. Your mind is weapon. Master it, or it masters you. Train it. Discipline it. Reprogram it. Control it. Everything else becomes possible when your mind is mastered. This is fundamental masculine development. Master your mind. Everything else follows. Chapter 4. Lead or be led. Men are built to lead. Not all lead nations. Not all lead companies. But all men should lead something. Led themselves at minimum. Led their families. Led their teams. Led their projects. Lead. This is masculine imperative. Men who don't lead become followers. And followers never achieve their potential. Modern men don't lead. They defer. They wait for direction. They need approval. They avoid responsibility. They've been taught that leadership is oppressive, that hierarchy is bad, that everyone should be equal. This is nonsense. This creates chaos. This makes everyone weaker. Reality has hierarchy. Always has. Always will. Someone leads. Someone follows. If you're not leading, you're following. And following means your life is determined by others. Your direction is set by others. Your decisions are made by others. This is weak. This is unacceptable for men. You need to lead. What leadership actually means. Leadership isn't position. It's not title. It's not authority. Leadership is influence. It's taking responsibility. It's making decisions. It's setting direction. It's going first. It's taking risk. It's bearing burden. It's serving those who follow you. It's sacrifice. Most people think leadership is telling others what to do. It's not. Leadership is showing others what to do by doing it first. It's setting example. It's establishing standards. It's making hard decisions. It's taking responsibility for outcomes. It's protecting those you lead. It's bearing costs they don't have to bear. Real leaders go first. First into danger. First to sacrifice. First to work. First to risk. They don't ask others to do what they won't do themselves. They lead from front. They set pace. They show the way. This is leadership. This is how you earn right to lead. Leadership is burden. Most people want authority without responsibility. They want to tell others what to do without bearing consequences. That's not leadership. That's tyranny. Real leadership is accepting responsibility for everything. When things go well, credit the team. When things go wrong, take the blame. This is leadership character. The decision-making imperative. Leaders make decisions. Fast. With incomplete information. Under pressure. While bearing consequences. Most men avoid decisions. They wait. They gather more information. They seek consensus. They delay. This is weakness. This is why they never lead. You need to develop decision-making capability. Practice making decisions quickly, based on available information, accepting that you might be wrong, being willing to adjust if you are, but making the decision now instead of waiting for perfect information that never comes. Indecision is decision. It's decision to do nothing, to let circumstances decide, to surrender control. This is worse than wrong decision. Wrong decision provides information, provides learning, provides outcome you can work with. No decision provides nothing except wasted time and lost opportunity. Make decisions. Gather information quickly. Weigh options. Choose. Execute. Monitor results. Adjust if needed. But decide and act. This builds decision-making muscle. This builds leadership capacity. This builds confidence. Decisive men are respected. Indecisive men are pitted. Responsibility is power. Leadership means responsibility. Total responsibility. For outcomes. For people you lead. For consequences of your decisions. This seems heavy. It is. But it's also power. Because responsibility is power. When you take responsibility, you take control. You're not victim. You're not subject to circumstances. You're not dependent on others. You're agent. You make things happen. You determine outcomes. You have power. Responsibility and power are inseparable. Most men avoid responsibility because they fear consequences. If I'm responsible and things go wrong, I'm to blame. Yes. And if things go right, you get credit. But more importantly, if you're responsible, you have control. You can influence outcomes. You have power to change things. Take responsibility for everything. Your results, your circumstances, your development, your relationships, your finances, your health, everything. Stop blaming. Stop making excuses. Stop waiting for others. Take responsibility. Take control. Take power. This is liberating. When everything is your responsibility, everything is in your control. You can change anything. You're not helpless. You're powerful. This is how leaders think. This is how they operate. This is why they achieve what others don't. Setting standards. Leaders set standards. High standards. For themselves first. Then for others. Standards determine culture. Standards determine quality. Standards determine results. Low standards create low results. High standards create high results. You need standards. For your work. For your behavior. For your relationships. For your health. For your character. Write them down. Make them explicit. Hold yourself to them. Then hold others to them. This is leadership. Most people have no standards. They accept whatever. They tolerate mediocrity. They don't demand excellence. Then they wonder why their results are mediocre. Because they accepted mediocrity. Because they had no standards. Set high standards. For yourself first. Meet them consistently. This earns you right to expect standards from others. Then set standards for those you lead. Family. Team. Organization. Make standards clear. Model them yourself. Hold people accountable to them. This creates excellence. People rise or fall to standards around them. Low standards around them, they sink. High standards around them, they rise. As leader, you set standards. You determine culture. You shape environment. Set high standards. Maintain them. Everyone benefits. Protective aggression. Men are protectors. This is biological imperative. Protect family. Protect tribe. Protect territory. Protect those weaker. This requires capability for controlled aggression. Most modern men have lost this. They've been taught aggression is bad. Violence is never answer. Turn the other cheek. This is partially true. Aggression shouldn't be first response. Violence shouldn't be casual. But capacity for both is necessary. Because they're threats. There are predators. There are people who will harm those you protect if you can't stop them. You need capability for violence. Physical capability. Mental willingness. This doesn't mean you go looking for fights. It means you're capable of defending yourself and others if needed. Most modern men are sheep, harmless, incapable of defense, hoping someone else protects them if threat appears. Be capable. Train. Learn to fight, not sport fighting. Self-defense. Real capability to protect yourself and others. This isn't about ego. This is about responsibility. If you have family, you're responsible for their protection. Can you actually protect them? Or are you hoping it never matters? Protective aggression is controlled. It's not rage. It's not emotional. It's calm willingness to become dangerous if necessary. It's sleeping wolf. Harmless until provoked, then lethal. This is masculine strength. Not looking for trouble, but ready for it if it comes. Servant leadership. Real leadership is service. You lead to serve those who follow, not to serve yourself. Not for ego, not for power. To serve, to make their lives better, to help them succeed, to protect them, to develop them. This is inverted from most people's understanding. They think leaders are served by followers. This is backwards. Real leaders serve their followers. They take responsibility so followers don't have to. They make decisions so followers have direction. They bear burdens so followers can focus on execution. Ask yourself, who am I serving? If answer is yourself, you're not leading. You're using people. Real leaders ask, how do I serve those who follow me? How do I make them more successful? How do I protect them? How do I develop them? How do I help them achieve their goals? This creates loyalty. This creates dedication. This creates teams that achieve extraordinary things because they're following a leader who serves them, who sacrifices for them, who cares about their success. This is real leadership. This is magnetic. This is powerful. Leading your family. Every man should lead his family. At minimum. If you have wife, you're her leader. If you have children, you're their leader. This is non-negotiable. This is masculine responsibility. Lead your wife. Not dictate. Not control. Lead. Set direction. Make decisions. Provide security. Create stability. Protect. Provide. Give her space to flourish within structure you create. Most modern men don't lead their wives. They defer. They seek approval. They avoid decisions. Then they wonder why she doesn't respect them. Lead your children. Set standards. Create discipline. Provide structure. Teach them. Prepare them. Protect them. Don't be friend. Be father. They need leader, not buddy. They need someone strong who guides them, who sets boundaries, who teaches them how to live. This is your job. Family without male leadership struggles. Mother can't be father and mother both. Children need father's leadership. Wife needs husband's leadership. Not because they're weak, because these are complementary roles. Each serves different purpose. When man doesn't lead family, chaos increases. Step up. Lead your family. Make decisions. Set direction. Provide stability. Create security. This is your responsibility. This is masculine duty. This is how you serve those who depend on you. Taking action now. Identify one area of your life where you're not leading, where you're following, where you're deferring, where you're avoiding responsibility. Starting today, take leadership. Make decision. Set direction. Take responsibility. Lead. Set 3 standards for yourself. Write them down. Specific behaviors or outcomes you will maintain. Then keep them for 30 days without compromise. This builds leadership character. This proves you can set and maintain standards. Make one difficult decision you've been avoiding. Today, Not perfect information. Not consensus. Just decide. Based on what you know. Accept responsibility for outcome. Execute. This builds decision-making muscle. Evaluate your family leadership. If you have family, are you actually leading or deferring? Make list of ways you'll lead better this month. Set family direction. Make important decision. Create structure. Provide security. Lead. Learn self-defense. Basic capability to protect yourself and others. Take class. Train with partner. Develop fundamental skills. Not for aggression. For protection. For responsibility. For capability. This is masculine duty. Leadership is masculine imperative. Develop it. Practice it. Lead yourself. Lead your family. Lead your team. Lead something. Because men who don't lead become followers. And followers never achieve their potential. Lead. This is what men do. Chapter 5. Understand women. Respect biology. Men and women are different. This is obvious. This is biological fact. This is evolutionary reality. But modern culture denies it. Says gender is social construct. Says men and women are the same except for genitals. Says traditional roles are oppressive. This is nonsense. And believing it destroys relationships. You need to understand women. How they think. How they're attracted. What they need. What they respond to. This isn't about manipulation. This is about reality. About biology. About creating relationships that actually work. Most modern men don't understand women. They've been taught women are just like men. They're not. And confusion about this destroys their relationships. Women want masculine men. Not toxic masculinity. Real masculinity. Strong. Confident. Decisive. Protective. Capable. Leading. This is biology. This is evolution. This is what attracts women at fundamental level. Culture can deny it. But female biology doesn't care about culture. It responds to masculine traits. The attraction fundamentals. Women are attracted to masculine traits. This is hardwired. Evolved over millions of years. Height. Strength. Confidence. Status. Leadership. Protection. Provision. These signal genetic quality. These signal ability to protect and provide. This is biology. Not choice. Not culture. Biology. You can be offended by this. Won't change it. You can call it superficial. Won't change it. You can say looks shouldn't matter. Won't change it. Biology is amoral. It just is. Women are attracted to masculine traits because evolution selected for it. Women who weren't attracted to capable protector providers didn't survive to pass on genes. This means build masculine traits, build strength, build confidence, build status, build capability, build resources. These aren't superficial. These are signals of mate quality. These are what attract women at biological level. You can fight biology. You'll lose. Or you can work with it and win. Physical attraction matters. Saying otherwise is cope. Women are attracted to strength, to height, to symmetry, to low body fat, to masculinity. You can't control height, but you can control strength, body fat, masculinity. Build these. They matter. But physical is just initial attraction. What keeps women attracted is psychological. Confidence, leadership, purpose, strength of character, decisiveness, protection. These psychological traits are even more important long-term. Build both. Physical and psychological masculinity. Hypergamy is real. Women want the best man they can get. This is hypergamy. It's biological. It's not conscious. It's not malicious. It's evolutionary strategy. Women have limited reproductive capacity. They need best possible genetics and resources for children. So they're attracted upward, to men above them in status, resources, capability. This means you need to be improving constantly, physically, financially, in status, in capability. Women are attracted to upward trajectory, to men who are becoming more, who are building, who are succeeding. Stagnant men lose attraction. Declining men lose attraction faster. This also means she needs to perceive you as higher value, not objectively, perceptually. She needs to feel you're above her. This isn't about lording it over her. This is about maintaining masculine qualities she's attracted to. Strength, leadership, capability, confidence. You maintain these, she stays attracted. You lose these, attraction fades. Most men don't understand this. They think love conquers all. They think once they have her, they can stop improving. They can get comfortable. They can stop leading. Then they wonder why she lost attraction. Because you stopped being the man she was attracted to. Because you got complacent. Feminine need for masculine. Women need masculine energy. This is biological need, not want. Need. They need to feel protected, provided for, led. This doesn't mean they can't do these things themselves. Modern women can. But doing them yourself and needing them from man are different. Women can open their own jars, can make their own money, can make their own decisions. But they want man to do it because it signals masculine strength, because it allows them to be feminine, because it's biological need to have capable man. This is why women are attracted to men who lead, who decide, who protect, who provide. Not because women are weak, because allowing strong man to do these things lets woman be feminine, which is what she actually wants to be. Feminine, soft, receptive, protected. Modern feminism told women to be masculine, be strong, be independent, need no man. Many women tried. They succeeded career-wise, but they're miserable romantically because they had to be masculine to succeed. And being masculine makes them unattractive to masculine men. And masculine men are who they're attracted to. This creates crisis. Career women who are masculine at work struggling to find masculine men. Because masculine men want feminine women. And masculine women attract weak men, who they're not attracted to. This is biological mismatch created by cultural programming. You need to be masculine, strongly masculine. This gives woman space to be feminine, to be soft, to be receptive, to rest in your strength. This is what she actually wants. Even if culture says otherwise. The shit tests. Women test men. Constantly. Not consciously usually. But it happens. These are shit tests. She challenges you, questions you, pushes boundaries, creates drama, tests your strength, your confidence, your leadership. This is how she assesses whether you're actually strong or just pretending. Most men fail shit tests. They get defensive. They explain. They seek approval. They apologize. They compromise their standards. This fails the test. This signals weakness. This reduces attraction. Pass shit tests by maintaining frame, not getting emotional, not seeking approval, standing firm on your boundaries, using humor, staying confident. This signals strength. This passes test. This maintains or increases attraction. Example, she says, "You're being insensitive." Weak response, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings." This is seeking approval. This is weakness. Strong response, smile. I'm appropriately sensitive. No apology. No defensiveness. Confident. This is strength. This passes. Example. She creates drama about something minor. Weak response. Engage with drama. Get pulled into argument. Try to fix it. Strong response. Stay calm. Don't engage with irrationality. Set boundary if needed. I'm not doing this right now. Calm. Firm. This is strength. This passes. Understand. Tests aren't malicious. They're biological. She needs to know you're actually strong. So she tests. Unconsciously. Your job is pass. Maintain strength. Maintain frame. Maintain boundaries. This is what she needs. Even when she doesn't realize it. Polarization over compromise. Be polarizing. Have clear opinions. Have strong standards. Have boundaries you maintain. This attracts women. Even women who disagree with you. Because strength is attractive. Even when it manifests as disagreement. Most men try to agree with everyone. Especially women they're attracted to. They think agreement creates attraction. It doesn't. It creates neutrality. Neutrality isn't attractive. It's boring. It signals you have no backbone. No real opinions. No strength. Have opinions. State them clearly. Maintain them when challenged. Don't be disagreeable for its own sake. But don't compromise your actual views to please her. Women respect men who stand firm, who have convictions, who can't be swayed by female approval. This is polarizing. Some women won't like you. Good. They're not right for you anyway. Women who are right for you will respect your strength, your clarity, your backbone. They'll be more attracted, not less. Stop trying to be universally liked. Stop compromising your views for female approval. Have standards. Have opinions. Maintain them. This is strength. This is attractive. This polarizes. Which is good. You want right woman, not all women. The captain and first mate. Relationship structure. Captain and first mate. Not equals. Complementary roles. Man leads. Woman supports and advises. This is traditional. This is what works. This is biologically appropriate. Modern culture says relationships should be equal. This creates conflict. Because someone has to lead. Someone has to make final decisions. Equal partnership means constant negotiation. Constant conflict. Never clear direction. Better model. Captain and first mate. Man is captain. He makes final decisions. He sets direction. He takes responsibility. Woman is first mate. She provides input. She advises. She supports. She executes. But captain decides. This doesn't mean dictator. Captain who doesn't listen to first mate is fool. Good captain values first mate's input. Considers her perspective. Benefits from her wisdom. But when decision time comes, captain decides. Takes responsibility. First mate supports. Most women actually want this. They want strong man who leads, who decides, who takes responsibility, so they don't have to, so they can be feminine, so they can rest in his strength. Culture says they shouldn't want this. Biology says they do. Be captain. Lead. Decide. Take responsibility. Listen to her input. Value her wisdom. But lead. This is what she needs. This is what relationship needs. This is what works. Respect doesn't negotiate. Women need to respect you. More than love. Respect is foundation. Without respect, attraction dies. Without respect, relationship dies. With respect, everything else can work. What earns respect? Strength, competence, leadership, decisiveness, following through, keeping your word, having standards, maintaining boundaries, being man of value, doing what you say, living with integrity. What loses respect? Weakness, indecisiveness, neediness, seeking constant approval, breaking your word, compromising standards to please her, having no boundaries, being easily manipulated, living without purpose. You can't negotiate respect. You can't talk your way into it. You can't explain your way into it. You earn it through action, through consistent demonstration of masculine qualities, through being man worthy of respect. Many men have loving relationships without respect. Woman loves him but doesn't respect him. This is fatal. Eventually kills attraction. Eventually kills relationship. Love isn't enough. Respect is requirement. Build respect through action, through competence, through strength, through leadership, through integrity, through consistency. This is how you keep her attracted long-term. This is how relationship survives. Taking action now. Evaluate current masculinity. Rate yourself honestly on physical strength, confidence, decisiveness, leadership, purpose, financial capability. Each out of 10. Where are you weak? Those are your areas to develop. Build masculine traits you're weak in. If physical strength is low, start lifting. If confidence is low, take risks that build it. If decisiveness is low, practice making decisions quickly. If leadership is low, start leading something. Build what you lack. Identify last shit test you failed. How did you respond? Why was it weak? How should you have responded? Plan better response for next time. This builds test passing capability. Evaluate your frame. Are you seeking female approval? Compromising standards to please her? Being agreeable to be liked? If yes, stop. Have opinions. State them. Maintain them. Build strength. Stop seeking approval. If you're in relationship, assess captain/first mate dynamic. Are you leading or constantly negotiating? Start leading more. Make decisions. Set direction. Take responsibility. See how she responds. Most women respect this. Most relationships improve. Understanding women isn't manipulation. It's reality. It's biology. Work with it. Build masculine traits. Lead. Be strong. Maintain respect. This creates attraction. This creates healthy relationships. This is what works. Chapter 6. Build wealth. Own your economics. Money matters. Anyone who says otherwise is broke and coping. Money provides freedom, options, security, capability, power to impact world, power to protect family, power to live on your terms. Money isn't everything, but it affects everything. And men need to make money, need to provide, need to be financially capable. This is masculine responsibility. Most men are financially weak, living paycheck to paycheck, in debt, no savings, no investments, no financial security. Then they wonder why they feel powerless. Because they are powerless. Because they have no money. Because money is power. Without it, you're dependent, vulnerable, limited. You need to build wealth. Real wealth. Not just income. Assets. Investments. Passive income. Financial independence. This takes time. But it's possible. And it's necessary. Because financial weakness is emasculating. Being broke is being powerless. Being financially strong is being capable. Being able to handle your business. The provider imperative. Men are providers. This is biological role. Across cultures. Throughout history. Men provide resources. For family. For tribe. For dependence. This is masculine function. This is what men do. Modern culture says provider role is outdated. Says women can provide for themselves. Yes, they can. But men still need to be providers. This is identity. This is purpose. This is masculine psychology. Men who aren't providers feel empty, feel purposeless, feel emasculated. You need to provide, at minimum for yourself, for your family if you have one. Being provider creates masculine identity, creates purpose, creates pride. Take this seriously. Being broke isn't cute. Being financially dependent isn't acceptable. Being unable to provide is failure of masculine duty. This doesn't mean woman can't work. Doesn't mean she can't contribute. But you must be capable of providing. You must earn enough that family could survive on your income if necessary. This is security. This is foundation. This is masculine responsibility. The earning equation. Your income is determined by value you create and value you capture. Most men focus only on working hard. This isn't enough. You need to create valuable things and capture appropriate value from them. Value creation is solving problems people will pay for. Bigger problems equal more value. More people equals more value. Better solutions equal more value. You're not paid for effort. You're paid for value created. Work hard on high-value problems, not low-value busy work. Value capture is getting paid appropriately for value you create. Many men create value, but capture little. They work for someone else who captures most value. Or they undercharge. Or they don't negotiate. You need to capture value you create. Price appropriately. Negotiate effectively. Structure deals correctly. Increase income by creating more value, solve bigger problems, serve more people, create better solutions, and capturing more value. Charge appropriately. Negotiate better. Structure deals favorably. Own equity instead of trading time. Most men are stuck in jobs where they create value but capture little. They trade time for fixed salary. Someone else captures most value they create. This is starter position, not end goal. Build toward capturing more of value you create. The wealth formula. Wealth building formula is simple. Earn more than you spend. Invest the difference. Compound over time. That's it. No secrets. No tricks. Just discipline applied consistently over years. Most men fail at step 1. They spend everything they earn. Some spend more. They build no wealth because they invest nothing. Income doesn't matter if you spend it all. You could make $500,000 and be broke if you spend $500,000. You could make $50,000 and build wealth if you invest $20,000. Earn more. Solve more valuable problems. Capture more value. Develop more valuable skills. Build side income. Invest in career growth. Switch jobs strategically. Negotiate better. Build businesses. Spend less. Track expenses. Eliminate waste. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Distinguish wants from needs. Buy quality that lasts. Avoid debt for consumption. Be intentional with money. Invest difference. Consistently. Automatically. Immediately after earning. Pay yourself first. Invest before spending. This ensures wealth building happens. Don't invest what's left after spending. Spend what's left after investing. Compound over time, years, decades. This is long game. Early investments compound most. Start early. Stay consistent. Be patient. This is how wealth is built. No shortcuts. Just math and time. The investment imperative. Saving isn't enough. Inflation erodes savings. You need investments that grow, that generate returns, that compound. Money needs to work. Sitting in checking account isn't working. Losing value to inflation. Learn investing basics. Stocks, real estate, businesses, index funds, retirement accounts. You don't need to be expert, but you need fundamental knowledge. You need to understand compound interest, asset allocation, risk management, tax efficiency, enough to make informed decisions. Start investing early, even small amounts. Time is most valuable component of compounding. $100 invested at 20 compounds more than $1,000 invested at 40. Because time. Start now, even if small, even if you don't know everything. Learn as you go, but start. Diversify reasonably. Don't put everything in one investment, but don't over-diversify either. Enough to manage risk, not so much you can't track. Index funds provide automatic diversification. Real estate in different markets provides diversification. Multiple income streams provide diversification. Focus on passive income, money that comes in without your active time. Dividends, rental income, business income that doesn't require your daily involvement. This is financial freedom. When passive income exceeds expenses, you're free. This is goal. Build toward it. The debt weapon. Debt is tool. Can be weapon or trap. Used correctly, it's wealth multiplier. Used incorrectly, it's wealth destroyer. Most men use it incorrectly. They have bad debt. Consumption debt. Debt that decreases net worth. Bad debt. Borrowing for things that depreciate or don't generate return. Car loans. Credit cards for consumption. Personal loans for lifestyle. This is wealth destruction. Paying interest to own things that lose value. Stop this immediately. If you have bad debt, prioritize eliminating it. Good debt. Borrowing to acquire assets that appreciate or generate cash flow exceeding debt cost. Mortgage on rental property that generates positive cash flow. Business loan that generates return exceeding interest. This is leverage. This is using debt correctly. This multiplies wealth. Most men should focus on eliminating bad debt before using good debt, because bad debt is expensive, because it trains bad habits, because it creates stress. Get to zero. Then learn to use good debt strategically, but only if you're disciplined enough to handle it. If you have bad debt, list all debts, interest rates, minimums. Pay minimums on all. Put extra money toward highest interest debt first. Once paid off, move to next highest. This is avalanche method. Most mathematically efficient. Eliminate all bad debt. This is priority over almost everything else financially. The business mindset. Wealthy men own businesses, or significant equity in businesses, or invest in businesses. This is where real wealth is built. Not from salaries, from ownership, from equity, from businesses. You should own something, even if you have job, side business, investments, real estate, something where you own equity, where value increases, where you're building asset, not just earning paycheck. Start small if needed. Side business while employed. Small investments. Single rental property. But start building ownership. Start building equity. Start building assets. Because this is wealth building. Salaries maintain lifestyle. Ownership builds wealth. Think like business owner even if employed. What value am I creating? How can I capture more? What skills make me more valuable? How do I negotiate better? How do I move toward ownership? This mindset shift changes everything. Employees trade time. Owners build assets. If you're going to start business, solve real problem for people with money who will pay. Many businesses fail because they solve problems nobody will pay for, or problems for people without money. Solve expensive problems for people with money. This is sustainable business. The financial discipline. Wealth requires discipline. Daily, monthly, yearly, decade after decade. This is hard. This is why most men never build wealth. They lack financial discipline. They spend impulsively. They don't track. They don't budget. They don't invest consistently. They're financially undisciplined. You need systems. Budget. Automatic savings. Automatic investments. Expense tracking. Monthly reviews. These systems make discipline automatic. Make right choices default. Remove need for constant willpower. Track everything. Every dollar. Where it comes from. Where it goes. Can't improve what you don't measure. Most men have no idea where their money goes. They just know it disappears. Track it. Monthly. This awareness alone will improve your finances. Budget intentionally. Not restrictively. Intentionally. Allocate money before spending. Essentials first. Investments second. Lifestyle third. This ensures priorities are handled. Ensures wealth building happens. Ensures you're not spending unconsciously. Review quarterly. Net worth. Income. Expenses. Investments. Progress toward goals. What's working? What's not? What needs adjustment? This regular review keeps you on track. Catches problems early. Ensures progress. The provider's strength. Being financially capable makes you powerful. Not money itself. Capability. Knowing you can provide. Can handle emergencies. Can protect family. Can take opportunities. This creates masculine confidence. This creates strength. Weak men are financially stressed. Constantly worried. Unable to take opportunities. Unable to protect family. Unable to handle emergencies. This stress shows. This weakness shows. This affects everything. Their confidence. Their leadership. Their attractiveness. Everything suffers. Strong men are financially secure. Not stressed about money. Can handle emergencies. Can take opportunities. Can provide for family. This security shows. This strength shows. This affects everything positively. Their confidence increases. Their leadership improves. Their attractiveness increases. Build financial strength. Not for material things. For security. For capability. For power to handle your business. For masculine confidence that comes from being financially capable provider. This is worth more than any luxury purchase. Taking action now. Calculate net worth today. Assets minus liabilities. This is your starting point. Calculate it monthly. Track progress. This number matters more than income. Focus on increasing it. If you have bad debt, create elimination plan. List all debts. Calculate total. Set target payoff date. Calculate monthly payment needed. Start immediately. This is priority over almost everything else. Start investing automatically. Set up automatic transfer. Every paycheck. To investment account. Even if small. $100 per paycheck is $2,600 per year. Over decades at compound growth. This becomes significant. Start today. Increase amount as income increases. Create budget. Track all expenses this month. Categorize them. Essentials, investments, lifestyle. Calculate percentages. Are you investing at least 20%? If not, what needs to cut from lifestyle? Make plan. Implement it. Identify side income opportunity. Something you could do beyond job. Freelancing. Consulting. Small business. Investment. Research it this week. Start planning implementation. Move toward ownership. Move toward building equity. Money provides freedom. Build wealth. Be financially capable. Be provider. This is masculine responsibility. This is power. This is how you take care of your business and your people. Build it. Consistently. Patiently. Seriously. Chapter 7. Leave a legacy worth remembering. You will die. This isn't morbid. This is reality. You have limited time. What are you building? What are you leaving? What will remain after you're gone? Most men never think about this. They live for present pleasure, for immediate comfort. They build nothing, leave nothing, die and disappear without trace. This is wasted life. Men are builders, builders of things that last, beyond their lifetime. This is legacy. This is purpose beyond yourself. This is building something that matters, that continues, that serves others after you're gone. This is how men are remembered, not by what they consumed, by what they built. You need to think about legacy, not morbidly, motivationally. What do you want to leave? What do you want to be remembered for? What impact do you want to have? What will continue after you die? These questions clarify. These questions motivate. These questions separate men who drift from men who build. Legacy isn't fame. Most people think legacy is fame, being remembered widely, having your name known. This is rare. This is unlikely. This is not realistic legacy goal for most men. Fame isn't legacy. Impact is legacy. What you built, who you helped, what you created, what continues. Your legacy is your children if you raise them well. Your legacy is your business if you built something valuable. Your legacy is your work if you created something useful. Your legacy is your community if you strengthened it. Your legacy is people you mentored, problems you solved, value you created. This is accessible. You don't need fame. You need to build something that matters, that serves people, that continues, that has impact. Small impact repeated across many people is legacy. Local impact, sustained over years, is legacy. You don't need global fame to leave meaningful legacy. Focus on building, creating, teaching, serving, improving. These create legacy. These leave mark. These matter after you're gone. This is how real men build legacy, not through fame, through value creation that outlasts them. The children legacy. If you have children, they're your primary legacy. How you raise them, what you teach them, who they become, what they create. This continues your impact beyond your life. This multiplies your legacy. This is your immortality. Most men don't take this seriously enough. They provide materially, but don't invest time. Don't teach principles. Don't model behavior. Don't actively shape their character. Then they wonder why children don't turn out well. Because you didn't build them intentionally. Because you were passive parent. Because you didn't take legacy seriously. Raise your children intentionally. Teach them principles. Model behavior you want them to have. Spend time. Be present. Be involved. Shape their character. Prepare them for life. Give them tools. Give them values. Give them foundation. This is your most important building project. Your children will remember how you treated them, what you taught them, what you modeled. They'll pass this to their children. Your legacy continues through generations, through how you raised your children. Take this seriously. This is immortality. This is legacy that actually matters. The created work. What are you creating? What are you building? What problem are you solving? What value are you adding? This work is potential legacy. If it's valuable, if it serves people, if it continues, create something useful, something that solves real problem, something people need. something that improves their lives. This creates legacy. This continues after you die. People continue using what you built. Continue benefiting from what you created. Build businesses. Create products. Develop services. Solve problems. Improve processes. Teach skills. Share knowledge. Create art. Write books. Build organizations. Whatever you create that serves others is potential legacy. Think long term. What you're building now might matter for years, decades, possibly generations. Build accordingly. Build for lasting value. Build to serve. Build something worth continuing. This is how work becomes legacy. Most men work for paycheck. Earn money. Spend money. Build nothing. Leave nothing. Work that creates no lasting value creates no legacy. Work that serves others and continues creates legacy. Choose work that matters. Build things that last. The mentorship multiplication. Mentor others. Teach them. Develop them. Help them succeed. This multiplies your impact. This creates legacy through people you've helped. They continue. They build. They teach others. Your impact multiplies through generations of people you've mentored. Most successful men mentor nobody. They achieve success. Keep knowledge to themselves. Help nobody else develop. Their impact dies with them. Their wisdom dies with them. They could have multiplied impact through mentoring. They chose not to. This is wasted opportunity for legacy. Find people to mentor. Younger men. People starting out. People who need guidance. Teach them what you know. Help them avoid your mistakes. Share your wisdom. Develop them. This multiplies your impact exponentially. This creates legacy through people you've helped. Your ments will mentor others, teaching what you taught them, multiplying your wisdom across generations. Your impact continues through chain of people you've helped. This is powerful legacy. This is impact multiplication. The community contribution. Strengthen your community. Local community. Professional community. Whatever community you're part of. Make it better. Serve it. Build it. This creates legacy. This leaves place better than you found it. Most men consume from community. Take what's there. Give nothing back. Leave nothing better. This is taking without giving. This is consuming without building. This creates no legacy. Creates no lasting impact. Contribute to your community. Volunteer time. Share expertise. Solve problems. Mentor youth. Support worthy causes. Build institutions. Strengthen organizations. Improve local area. This creates legacy. This leaves lasting impact. Your community will be better because you were there. Will be worse if you weren't. This is legacy. This is how individual men create lasting impact. Through service to community. Through building something bigger than themselves. The principle transmission. What principles guide your life? What values do you live by? What wisdom have you gained? This needs to be transmitted, taught, shared, passed on. This is legacy. Principles that continue beyond you. Through people you've taught. Write them down. Your principles. Your values. Your lessons learned. What you wish you'd known earlier. What matters? What doesn't? This is wisdom. This has value. This should be shared. Teach your children these principles. Directly. Explicitly. Don't assume they'll figure it out. Teach them. Make it clear. Make it explicit. This is inheritance more valuable than money. Principles that guide them after you're gone. Share with others. Mentor. Write. Teach. Speak. However you can communicate your principles. Do it. This creates legacy through transmitted wisdom, through principles that continue guiding people after you die. The memento mori motivation. Memento mori. Remember death. You will die. Time is limited. This isn't depressing. This is motivating. This creates urgency. This clarifies priorities. This separates important from trivial. Most men live like they have unlimited time. They waste years. They procrastinate. They put off important things. They pursue trivial things because they haven't internalized their mortality. They haven't faced the fact that time is running out. Remember, you will die. Let this motivate you. Let this clarify what matters. Let this create urgency. Let this focus your energy on what's actually important, on building, creating, contributing, leaving something, building legacy. How would you live differently if you knew you had 10 years left? 5 years? 1 year? You don't know how much time you have, but you know it's limited. Act accordingly. Build accordingly. Live accordingly. Build legacy like time is limited. Because it is. The legacy questions. Ask yourself these questions. Answer honestly. Let answers guide your actions. Question 1. What do I want to be remembered for? Not what will you be remembered for based on current trajectory. What do you want to be remembered for? What impact do you want to have? Write it down. This is your legacy goal. Question 2. Am I building that? Based on how you're currently living, are your daily actions building toward legacy goal or doing something else? If disconnect exists, what needs to change? Be honest. Question 3. What would I regret not building? Imagine you're on deathbed. Looking back, what would you regret not creating, not building, not attempting? That regret points to unlived legacy. Build that thing. Now, while you can. Question 4. Who am I serving? Is your life primarily about you or about others? Legacy is about impact on others, serving others, building things that help others. If your life is entirely self-focused, you're not building legacy. Question 5. What continues after I die? Based on current trajectory, what actually continues after you're gone? Your children, your work, your community contributions, your teaching. If answer is nothing, you're not building legacy. Change course. Your answers reveal whether you're building legacy or just living for present. Both are choices. One creates lasting impact. One doesn't. Choose consciously. Taking action now. Write your legacy statement. 1 paragraph. What you want to be remembered for. What impact you want to have. What you're building. What continues after you. Make it specific. Make it meaningful. This is your North Star. Identify one legacy project. Something you'll build that creates lasting impact. Business. Mentorship program. Community project. Body of work. Something bigger than you. Something that continues. Start planning it this week. If you have children, schedule regular teaching time. Weekly. Where you explicitly teach principles, values, life lessons. Make this priority. Make this non-negotiable. This is your most important legacy work. Find someone to mentor. Younger man. Person starting out. Someone who needs guidance. Reach out. Offer mentorship. Meet regularly. Teach them. Help them. This multiplies your impact. This creates legacy through developed people. Review your daily activities. What percentage serves legacy? What percentage is pure consumption? If consumption dominates, rebalance. Allocate more time to building, creating, serving, contributing. This is legacy work. Prioritize it. You will die. What are you building? What are you leaving? What will remain? These questions matter. Answer them through action, through building, through creating, through serving. Leave legacy worth remembering. This is how men live meaningfully. This is how men die complete. Conclusion. Everything in this manual comes down to one directive. Be a man, not male. Man. There's difference. Males are born. Men are made. Through choice. Through action. Through character development. Through taking responsibility. Through building. Through leading. Through serving. Through sacrifice. Modern culture doesn't teach this. It teaches men to be comfortable, safe, non-threatening, agreeable, weak. It teaches masculinity is toxic, strength is aggression, ambition is greed, leadership is oppression. This is destroying men, creating generation of lost males, confused, directionless, weak, unhappy. You now have different path. You have principles. You have understanding. You have direction. You know what it means to be man. You know what's required. You know what needs to be built. The question is, will you do it? The choice again. You're standing at choice point. Path 1. Close this manual. Go back to old life. Old patterns. Old weaknesses. Old results. Continue being comfortable. Continue being weak. Continue drifting. Continue being male without being man. Path 2. Implement these principles. Starting today. Build strength. Find purpose. Master mind. Learn to lead. Understand women. Build wealth. Create legacy. Become man. Real man. Strong. Capable. Purposeful. Leading. Building. One path is easier. Requires nothing. Changes nothing. Creates nothing. Leads nowhere worth going. Other path is harder. Requires everything. Changes everything. Creates man worth being. Leads somewhere worth arriving. Most men choose path 1. By default. By inaction. By staying comfortable. They remain boys in men's bodies. Weak. Lost. Purposeless. Don't be them. Choose path 2. Choose difficulty. Choose growth. Choose becoming man. The masculine imperative. Being man isn't optional for males. It's imperative. It's responsibility. It's duty. To yourself. To your family. To your community. To next generation. Men who don't become men fail these responsibilities. Leave them undone. Burden others with them. You're needed. Real men are needed. Society needs men who lead, who build, who protect, who provide, who take responsibility, who create value, who serve, who sacrifice. Your family needs this. Your community needs this. Next generation needs this. This isn't ego. This isn't selfish. This is service. Being strong serves others. Being capable serves others. Being leader serves others. Being provider serves others. Weakness serves nobody. Incompetence helps nobody. Being man isn't about you. It's about what you can do for others when you're strong. Step up. Take responsibility. Become man you're capable of becoming. Not for yourself alone. For everyone who depends on strong men existing. For everyone who needs what only real men can provide. The daily practice. Being man isn't one decision. It's daily decision. Every morning you choose. Choose strength over comfort. Choose discipline over ease. Choose responsibility over avoidance. Choose building over consuming. Choose being man over being comfortable. This is practice. Daily practice. Some days you'll execute well. Some days you'll fail. Some days you'll be strong. Some days you'll be weak. This is normal. This is human. What matters is trend. Are you generally getting stronger? Generally more disciplined? Generally more capable? If yes, you're becoming man. If no, adjust. Create daily ritual. Morning. 5 minutes. State your purpose. Review your principles. Commit to being man today. Whatever that requires. This daily rededication keeps you focused, keeps you committed, keeps you building. The brotherhood. You're not alone. Other men are on this path. Building, growing, becoming. Find them. Connect with them. Build brotherhood. Support each other. Challenge each other. Hold each other accountable. Celebrate each other. This is tribe. This is masculine community. This is necessary. Most modern men have no real male friendships. No brotherhood. No tribe. They're isolated. This is destructive. Men need other men. For support. For challenge. For accountability. For camaraderie. For brotherhood. Find other men committed to growth. Build relationships. Build tribe. The lifelong journey. Becoming man is not destination. It's journey. Lifelong journey. You never arrive. You're always building. Always growing. Always becoming more capable. More disciplined. More wise. More useful. This journey never ends until death. Accept this. Embrace this. Men who think they've arrived stop growing. Stop building. Stop improving. They stagnate. They decline. Real men understand. Always more to learn. Always more to build. Always more to become. Always room for growth. Stay humble. Stay hungry. Stay building. The legacy you leave. Your life is your message. What you build. How you live. What you stand for. What you create. Who you help. What you leave. This is your legacy. This is what you're remembered for. This is your impact. Live in a way that creates legacy worth leaving. Build things that matter. Raise children well. Serve your community. Create value. Help others. Be man others respect. Be man others learn from. Be man worth remembering. Not for fame. For impact. The final truth. Being a man is hard. Requires sacrifice, discipline, pain. But being weak is harder. Living without purpose is harder. Being unable to protect family is harder. Being disrespected is harder. Choose the hard that builds. Being a man is hard but worth it. Being weak is hard and worthless. Be a man today. Not someday. Now. This exact moment determines everything. Most men feel inspired, then do nothing. This cannot be you. Your first actions. Before sleep tonight, complete these 5. Write your purpose. 1 sentence that deals something physically hard. 20 push-ups. Now eliminate 1 weakness. Delete app. Throw junk food. Make 1 uncomfortable decision. Call. Conversation. Boundary. Plan tomorrow. 3 most important actions. Do all 5 today. This proves you're serious. Stand up. Take action. Be a man. Now. The resistance and commitment. Expect massive resistance. From your mind. From others. From circumstances. Everything fights your transformation. Your mind attacks. Too tired. Too hard. Start Monday. Don't debate. Just act. Feel resistance. Do it anyway. Others will mock. You've changed. Why so intense? Their discomfort proves your growth. Ignore them. Let results speak. Obstacles will appear. This isn't sign to quit. This is test. Every obstacle overcome makes you stronger. When resistance comes, push through. This is where boys quit and men persist.